Friends, hello, how's it going here? It is definitely looking like the market is just taking what inflation, bad news that we're seeing, and it's going, you know what, I don't care because Big Daddy is coming back into office here in January, talking about T-Pain here. So obviously the market's just, we had pullback Monday, Tuesday, today, even with the Fed coming out with news. I think there's a little more Fed news coming out tomorrow. And then, we should start to hear about rate cuts next week. Well, tomorrow we'll hear if they're actually going to do rate cuts. So with that conversation, stocks are back up on the rise again. Everything's moving up again here. And, Palantir, SoFi doing what they do. They just, they're continuing to move up. Alphabet here today, Google hit all-time high, and obviously if you're looking at Google and you're like $200, that's not that big of a deal. This is a stock that was just a minute ago was like $4,000 or $5,000, but it obviously had a stock split, so that's why but at this $1.96, this is all-time high for it. And even Tesla back in the top today. So people are asking me like what I think about Google, Alphabet. If you're looking for a safe play, obviously, if that's where you want to store money, just store it like a squirrel stores nuts in a tree. It's a safe place. It's a safe bet into the future. Let's talk about SoFi, talk about Palantir and XRP just for a split second, because a lot of people ask me about XRP. But talking about SoFi real fast, I talked about SoFi last night, so I don't want to yap too much about it. But what we're seeing, I thought this was great with SoFi today. I thought this was absolutely wonderful. Yesterday, SoFi had the roughest day it's had in a while since this huge move up it took here just a few weeks ago. But SoFi sold down to a 15.30 cent range, a little less than that. But back today, we're back almost to $16. So it's definitely showing that SoFi is holding this $15 position and looking for more. I do believe that SoFi is going to get into a $17 to $19 range here really fast here going into January. I think it's going to progress a lot faster, and by the end of January we could see SoFi at $20. I don't think that's too crazy to say. I really don't, especially when we have these next quarterlies come out here with SoFi to wrap up the year, because more than likely they're going to be better than the last quarterlies we just saw. Not to mention just their customer base is growing phenomenally right now. I mean, it's just if you're not investing in SoFi, you really need to start with $5, $10, $15. I mean, just get your foot in the door here with SoFi. It is something you're not going to want to miss out. So I've got a cold, but yeah, you definitely want to make sure you're a part of the party here with SoFi, because this is going to go. And I wouldn't be shocked here to see somewhere very early into the year here with SoFi in 2025. With obviously the market will be booming here in January. We'll see how much more it pushes going in deeper into the year. But SoFi will continue to grab deals. SoFi will continue to progress in some sort of way. And obviously these rate cuts that we're about to hear about again, how many rate cuts, what kind of rate cut are we going to have here in December? The Fed Jerome Powell will be talking about that. The Fed's here. So that too will trigger SoFi more than likely to go up, as long as that's good news, which we expect it to be. So days, hours here, SoFi could be back up into a $16.50 range. We could be breaking over $17. I don't think that's too crazy to say. But what you're going to see too, and it's evidence. It's evidence right now that when SoFi sells off, it's going to shoot back up because people are going to buy it up. They're not going to let SoFi sell down too much. It's just not going to happen. I bought SoFi yesterday. I told you guys, I bought SoFi yesterday. I was like, oh my God, these prices, I'm buying more. I bought it in another account. So it's the way it's going to be. Okay, and like I said, I didn't want to talk about SoFi too long, so going right into Palantir, and this is kind of going to be a short video here just because I feel like crap right now, and I probably sound really annoying, so you guys don't want to hear me talk too much here. But talking about Palantir, okay? There's been a lot of gossip, a lot of news around Palantir here. It's starting to scare a lot of people. We're seeing people, sell their shares, a little bit of insider selling. But I would not be scared about this. This is nothing to, have fear about and start selling off. Palantir is doing amazing. And that's no, secret here. Palantir is doing what it's been doing on a 30-day basis. It's moving up $10 to $12. So by the end of December here, we could see an $80 price target on Palantir. By the end of January, we could be talking about $90 to $95. Okay, I don't think that's too crazy to say. Look at what's been going on here with Palantir, especially since the beginning of November. The beginning of November, we were at $40. Okay, we've gone up almost $40 since then. Okay, that's just over 40 days here. Not barely that. So the progression here is more likely not going to stop. What the thing that is moving Palantir right now is obviously, it as a company, as a whole here, obviously it's getting all the deals, it's getting all the money, it's getting everything, but it's also getting all the attention. It's also eating up all the zeitgeist, the FOMO, and people are pricing. Obviously, they're pricing in Palantir here into the future. That's why you're having to pay so much to play with Palantir here, because the more it keeps going up, the more people get scared that they're not going to be a part of it and they don't have enough. And that's why people they're getting as much as they can here. And once Palantir hits $100 here, it's going to be unstoppable. Once it turns into a triple digit number here, it's going to really probably start to really continue in growth. I fully believe that. So, and then that's, this isn't me just saying this. There are tons of people who are suspecting that Palantir is going to run to $150, $200, $300, $500, $1,000 within the next 5 years. Could that happen? Of course it could happen. Just imagine if Palantir which we're expecting, if Palantir to have an even bigger year here in 2025, which with it being friends with the Trump administration, with the deals coming out that we don't even really know about at this point here, as Alex Karp has said, like, hey, there's things coming here like you don't even know about with Palantir. We're going to see Palantir really, really just continue to rise in price here. It's gonna be a shell shocker for a lot of people in 2025. Listen, in the beginning of this year, who saw that Nvidia was going to do what it did? I mean, still doing technically. Nvidia running up to over $1,000 a share. Nvidia having a stock split. Nvidia hitting a new high after that, and now Nvidia still sitting at a pretty decent stock price from people that have been buying it for since last year, the beginning of this year. They're in profit zone. They're doing really well, and all this Blackwell chip stuff starts happening with Nvidia, and we start to get into the new year. AI runs again here, all these companies, the market starts to run heavy again here in January. Nvidia is going to be right there leading the charge more than likely, along with a lot of these other AI stocks. So essentially right here with Palantir, it's wild to say that $70 is cheap. Okay, 2 weeks ago we were saying $60 was cheap. It was just yesterday we were talking about that. I mean, like, we were just saying that. I was just putting, I was literally just 3 weeks ago before we were eating turkey, I was saying Palantir's going to $60, and people are commenting going like, no, it can't. It can't go anymore. There's no way. It's not worth it. It went to 60. It hit 80 pre-market last week. Okay, so 80's coming. 90's on the way, and 100 will be here before you can, imagine. It's coming here. So don't kid yourself about what's about to happen with Palantir. It's going to continue to grow, because if somebody's telling you they're not buying Palantir, they're lying. Every time it sells off, they're buying more. Palantir is getting bought up every week. It's getting bought all the time here. So don't be naive to what people are doing behind closed doors here. They're buying Palantir. They're not going to stop buying Palantir because they know the juice is worth the squeeze, and there's a lot more juice in that lemon right now. Friends, XRP, and I'm talking about XRP last because there may not be, this is a particular crowd, particular people want me to talk about XRP. I have not sold out of any XRP. And when we talk about the XRP conversation, obviously you do what you want to do. Is it risky? Absolutely, it's risky. Crypto right now is the most just the most diabolical, risky thing you can put your money into. It's no doubt about it. And this is someone who's went through a bull cycle before, the last bull cycle in crypto, understanding more about what happens here. But things are a little different in the crypto market right now with what's happening. So with that, XRP, obviously, Ripple, Ripple had the interview piece with 60 Minutes, wasn't great, but it was something. Then, Ripple, their coin gets, established, New York approves it, yada yada, great, good news. And now Ripple, what is Ripple, or not Ripple, XRP here, is almost at $2.40 or $2.50 again here. So it's trying to move its way back up, still not at its all-time high at this point. So with that, I am personally not selling. I'm not looking for $2, $3, $4, $5 in Ripple right now, or XRP, excuse me. I am looking for this to work. Right now, my concern is selling out for just a handful of profit with XRP. What I want to see is, can they continue to build on XRP? Can they actually, Ripple start to actually work? Can it be used what it was made for? And that's where you're going to see life-changing money come from. Now, is that going to happen here in 2025? I don't know. I honestly doubt it. Could it happen in 2026? We could be closer. 27, 28, by 2030? Yeah, maybe, hopefully before then. But, with XRP working here, it's going to take more than just the United States. It's going to take it to happen in a global financial system. And obviously that's what they're trying to work towards. So if you want profit, take profit. But if you're here looking for something more, XRP is in that conversation. Will it ever work? I don't know. I wish I could tell you that it's going to work. The problem is that, we're sitting here and we're just taking news day by day here with XRP. XRP's market cap is going up to insane numbers, okay? And it's probably going to continue in 2025. I'm almost doubtful that XRP will sell back down within the next 6 months. As long as this news keeps lingering with XRP about Ripple, it all working, things coming together here, the new administration, and as things are built on top of that with crypto, I expect a lot of these altcoins, these meme coins, XRP, to just hold its price zone. I mean, the fact that, and this is what no one's thinking about, that the fact that XRP has held this position for as long as it has here, this is quite crazy. This is quite crazy that XRP is holding this 250 zone. This is a lot of these coins, they're not supposed to be doing this. They should have already sold off and, taking their loss, and everyone's like, bah. People are holding their guns here. They're holding what they got, and that's a strong indication that we could be seeing something more really take shape here. So friends, with that, I'm not selling my XRP right now. If it goes back down to 30 cents, I took a risk, I took a chance, okay? Because I think regardless, somewhere down the road, whenever it's going to be, they will make Ripple work. They will do something here. Listen, it's a real company. There's a lot of money involved at this point. And this administration is going to be looking for some sort of crypto, some sort of financial system that's already been built, established, trustworthy. And essentially, XRP, Ripple, is already in the new administration. They're already friends, partners with it. So it's a strong indication that this could progress really fast with just a simple tweet, a news article being released that something is happening here, and XRP could just jump through the roof here to a $3 to $4 to $5 range here. That's a very real possibility. Friends, I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourself. I'm going to take some medicine and go to bed. Bye-bye.